Right, let's go ahead and check some of our answers to see how we did with comparing fractions. So the first one that I wanted you to do was 3/4 or 5/6. Which one is greater? Or yeah, which one is greater or bigger? 3/4 or 5/6. So I'm going to do 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Then when I'm comparing, I want to make sure that I try my best to line these fractions up right on the end here, like at 0. Otherwise, it's going to kind of not be accurate for which one's greater. Okay, so I need 5/6. So I'm going to go to my sixths. Try my best to line this up right on the end. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and 5/6. And if I look, they're lined up right here. And then if I look, 3/4 stops here, but 5/6 keeps going to the end right here. So I would say 3/4 is less than 5/6. Okay, so remember when we use these symbols, the alligator mouth is going to eat the bigger number. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5/6 is longer than 3/4 when I line them up together. So I would say 3/4 is less than 5/6, or 5/6 is greater than 3/4. Right, the next one I'm going to look at is 1/2 or 1/3. So I'm going to grab my 1/2 fraction piece and my 1/3 fraction piece. Line them up here over on the side. Right, and what do we notice? My 1/2 goes here. My 1/3 goes and stops here. So I would say that 1/2 is greater than 1/3. And it's interesting when we look at these numbers because 3 is bigger than 2. So it's weird that 1/2 would be greater than 1/3. But remember, in a fraction, your denominator means how many pieces it's split up. So I would rather have 1/2 and only share with 2 people than have 1/3 and share with 3 people. So 1/2 is going to be greater than 1/3. And then my last one is going to be 1/2 or 4/10. So I'm going to drag 1/2 out here and then 4/10 out here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And some of you already might know this answer in your head because 1/2 of 10 is 5. So that should kind of help you figure out that 5/10 is going to equal 1/2. So 4/10 is going to be less than. So 1/2 is going to be greater than 4/10. So yesterday when we did equivalent, you should have hopefully been able to figure out that 5 is 1/2 of 10. So 5/10 would be 1/2, not 4/10. So that's too small. All right, hopefully you saw and compared some of these fractions today and you did them correctly. Next I have on the slideshow is going to math games and playing. So you're going to go to math games and compare fractions. And I do have the link linked for you. So it's going to be looking like this. Which sign makes the sentence true? So here I have 1/2 of my circle shaded in, and right here I have 1/4 of my circle shaded in. So is 1/2 smaller than or less than? Is 1/2 greater than, or are they equal? So if I look right here, I already should be able to tell that 1/2 is greater than 1/4 because this is way more of my circle is shaded. So greater than, all right? 1/2 and 1/2. Super easy right away. I should be able to look at it. They're the same, so they are equal. 1/2 and 1/5. 1/2, way more is shaded. 1/2 and 1/2 again, equal. 1/2, 1/5. 1/3, 1/3 is going to be equal. All right, and I am moving through these pretty easily. All right, so your goal today is going to get to level 2 out of 4. If you get through 2 out of 4 and you want to keep going and get to 3 out of 4 and then 4 out of 4, that's awesome. But today I want you to try to get to level 2 out of 4. So they're going to get harder as you move on. So this one's going to be equal. And if you notice, these have been pretty easy for me so far. 2/5 and 2/3. Already it looks like this one greater than. So you're going to look for which one is more shaded. This one looks like half is shaded. And I know this one, if it was half shaded, I would split it here. But it's half and then more. So 2/3 is greater. All right, here half is shaded. Here again, if it was half, it would be right here. And if I shade half, more is shaded than just half. So I'm going to say 2/3 is greater. All right, so now it's going to level me up to level 2. So you're going to work through level 2, try to get to level 4, then you can stop. Or get to level 3, then you can stop. If you want to keep moving through level 3 and 4, awesome for you. Otherwise, just try to get to level 2 and then work through some of the level 2 problems.